I'm Rob Streeter, and I'm an outdoor writer, and the fly that we're going to tie today is the Oriskany Dun, and it was one of the flies that William Scripture Jr. of Rome, New York came up with for fishing in the Adirondacks. Now, Scripture's fishing was primarily, he started fishing in the late 1800s, and he was most active in the 20s and the 30s up on the western side of the Adirondacks. So he fished a lot of streams like the West Canada Creek and the branch of Fish Creek where the Fish Creek Club was. I discovered William Scripture while I was doing the research for my book, The Greats of Adirondack Fly Fishing, and this is one of the flies that he tied. One of the interesting things about William Scripture was he tied all his flies without a vise. He tied them all in holding them in his left hand and tying with the right hand, which I'm not even going to try. So I'm going to use a vise and I'm going to do it the way I've always done it. But here's how you tie that fly, the Oriskany Dun. So the fly we're going to tie is the Oriskany Dun. And it uses very simple materials. I'm just going to start the thread. And we'll run it all the way down. And trim it. Come back up. Okay, so this fly came out of William Scripture's memoirs. And what is interesting is he gave the recipes for the flies that he liked and the ones that he originated, but he didn't exactly give you the tying instructions. So I may be not tying this in the same perfect order that he did. We're going to end up with the same fly. So I like to go in and do these paired wings first. So I'm going to tie that in, trim it. Get that all bound down. Okay. So we got the wing in place. Now we're going to go ahead and put the moose hair. And moose hair, if you never worked with it, is pretty stiff and floats like a cork. We're going to just put that in. A couple of good wraps. And I'm going to trim it off. And he bound that down with the thread. That was pretty much the body of the fly. Try a little more so it doesn't pushing my wing down. There we go. And then he went back over it. So you had this woven pattern with the thread. Okay. Then for this fly, use grizzly hackle. So we'll tie in our grizzly hackle. And trim that off. Yeah, we gotta get our hackle stem without cutting the thread. And we'll wind our hackle in. We'll get that tied down. A couple of wraps. And we'll whip finish. And we'll get a drop of glue. And I'm going to put glue down on the body too, since we used thread, which is the way he tied it, just to make it a little more durable. And that's a William Scripture Jr. Oriskany Dun. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and we've got more of them coming from the book. And also, please go ahead and hit the like button, because that helps, because I'm trying to build the channel and do more of these historic flies of the Adirondacks. Thanks.